Hello and welcome to your Yoga Sculpt class. My name is Tani and I really appreciate you being here. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I truly appreciate your support. For this class, you need a set of 3 or 5 pound weights. Go ahead and place them near the top of your mat. So get what you need, step onto our mats, and let's get started. So we're going to begin today's class in mountain pose, standing near the top of our mat, feet hip distance apart, coming into Tadasana. Palms forward, stand up nice and tall. Inhale, reach the arms up, gazing upward. Palms together, exhale down through the heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, come down. Inhale, reach. Taking the right arm down, reach across the body, stretching to the left side. Reaching up. Exhale, extend to the other side. Reaching the arms up. Let's do a really gentle back bend, just warming up the body, fingers down. Just turn your gaze up. Hands are on that low back for support. Just a gentle back bend. Bringing the eyes back forward, coming back into mountain pose. Reaching the arms over your head. Swan dive to your first forward fold, softening those knees as needed. So we begin to warm up the back and the hamstrings. Let's cradle those elbows into the palms, into ragdoll, and gently sway side to side. Coming back to the center, find stillness. Lengthen the spine, gaze forward, hands to shins, and fold. Stepping back to plank pose. Fingers spread wide. Go ahead and drop the knees to the mat. And slowly lower down with the elbows in towards the ribcage. Peeling that chest up for cobra pose. Elbows are bent. Exhale to extended child's pose. Sending the hips back to the heels, reaching the arms forward. Take a few breaths here. Knowing any time throughout this class, if you need a break, you can come here to this child's pose or hit that pause button. Let's come back forward, tuck the toes underneath you into our first downward facing dog, lifting the hips up. Begin to alternate pedaling out your feet. And then just find your stretch, find down dog. Dropping the knees to the mat, walking the hands back into tabletop. Take a few rounds of cow and cat. So inhale, open up your chest, shoulders down, gaze forward. Exhale, chin to chest, tuck that tailbone. Inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, round. Continuing at your own pace. Just moving that spine, warming up all the muscles around the core. One more full cycle of breath. Finding a neutral spine, tucking the toes underneath you. Lift the knees up off the mat. Arms are strong, straight. Don't hold your breath, just starting to really fire up those belly muscles. Step the feet back, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Gaze forward and step to the top of your mat. Lengthen the spine, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up strong with a flat back. Reach the arms up over the head. Bringing the hands back to heart center. Let's flow through some sun salutations, warming up, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward. Lengthen the spine, flatten that back. and fold. Stepping back to plank pose. Remember, you can always take the knees to the mat. If not, shift forward, chaturanga. Flip the feet over, press the arms straight, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. One more breath. Looking forward, stepping to the top of your mat, lengthen the spine, and fold. Inhale, rise up, high mountain pose, hands to the heart center. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Half lift, lengthen, and fold. Stepping back to plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Mindful of your shoulders, elbows aligned. Upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. One more time through, looking forward, stepping to the top of your mat, lengthen and fold. Inhale, rise up, hands to heart center. One more time through, reaching up. So hopefully just warming the body. Fold as we flow through these sun salutations. Lengthen, half lift, and fold. Plank pose. Shift forward onto the toes, halfway down, so you want your arms in about 90-degree angles. Upward facing dog, down dog. Looking forward, bringing the feet back to the top of the mat, lengthen and fold. Inhale, rise up. Bringing the hands to the heart center. So we're going to introduce a balance pose. We're going to do eagle pose today. So just soften both knees. Pick up that right foot as high as you can on that thigh. Then right foot under left, find eagle pose. So palms together or back of the hands. You can always use here as a kickstand if you need to. Good, just one more breath. Just try to maintain that steady breath. Good, reach the arms up. Exhale and fold. Step back to plank pose. Bringing the feet together. Roll to your right side, left arm comes up, side plank. So just connecting here, finding our balance through these balance postures. If you needed support, that bottom knee comes to the mat. Come back to plank pose. We're going to take our knees down into supported plank. So you still want shoulders over wrist. As you exhale, slowly bend the elbows about halfway down and then press those arms back straight. Again, exhale, bend and straighten. Your own pace, bend and straighten. Good. Doing some tricep work here. And straighten. Let's do two more. One more time. Downward facing dog. So let's try that again. So bring the feet forward and forward fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. Bringing the hands to the heart center. So we're going to try that on the other side. So soften those knees. Pick up the left foot this time. Wrap it around, eagle pose. Left under right. You're doing a great job. Just one more breath. Good, reach it up and fold forward. Stepping back to plank pose, feet together. Roll to the left side so the right arm comes up. Find your balance in side plank. Coming back to plank pose. Shoulders over wrist, drop the knees. So we're gonna pick up our tempo a little bit, do a few more reps. So bend and straighten, bend and straighten. So you are welcome to pull those knees up off the mat. If you can do it and keep the back straight, then let's do it. Let's do 3 more, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Hopefully you are feeling nice and warm in that upper body and in those triceps. Smile, you're doing a great job. Let's look forward, step to the top of your mat. Drop your hips into chair pose, reach your arms up so knees are bent. Exhale and fold. Lengthen the spine. Step back to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward. Sweep that right leg up, one leg dog. Draw the knee through the chest, step the foot forward. You're gonna come into warrior lunge, back heel lifted, find your pose, front knee over ankle. Take the hands down, step back. You can flow through that half series vinyasa, or you're welcome to just go to down dog. Lifting the left leg up, step it forward, knee over ankle, so that's a big step. Find warrior lunge. Good, as you exhale, take it down, vinyasa flow, or down dog. Good, take a few breaths here. Looking forward, step or float. Feet forward and fold. Dropping the knees, chair pose, bending the knees, dropping the hips. Hands to the heart center, you know what I meant. Let's do that one more time through sit back chair and fold. Lengthening. Plant those hands, step or float back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, down dog. Right leg up, step the foot forward. Rise up, warrior lunge. So really building some heat here, chaturanga. Just moving that body, flowing. Lifting the left leg up, stepping it forward, knee over ankle, rise up. Exhale, bring it down, vinyasa flow. Holding in downward facing dog. Bringing the feet forward. Carefully bend your knees, drop the hips, pick up those weights, stand it all the way up. So we're gonna revisit eagle pose, but this time with weights. So soften those knees. Pick up that left foot, wrap it around. For the arms, bring them up into goalpost arms. Start to press, shoulder press. 2. You do not have to go with me. You determine your speed. Just keep pressing. You want controlled movements. About 8 more to go. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the weight to the chest. Undo those legs. Step back to lunge. Carefully bring it down. So from here, we go right into that side plank. So you're on that left side. Right arm comes up. Find side plank. Adding rotation, thread the needle underneath and come up. Squeeze, rotate, and come up. Just 3 more. Last time. Good. Find plank pose. This time, Widen out your hands. We're going to do a standard push-up. Ready? Down and up. 8, 7, 6, 5. You've got this. 2, 1. Drop the knees. Take a child's pose. Stretch it out. Grab a drink if you need it. Come back forward, downward facing dog. Y'all are doing great. Keep it up. Step to the top of your mat. Carefully bend those knees. Pick up the weights. Stand it up. Eagle pose on the other side. So bend those knees. This time, I believe it's right over left. Here we go. Bring it up into goalpost arms. Start the overhead press for 1, 2, 3. If you're struggling with the balance, don't get frustrated. Just add that kickstand for extra support on the bottom. You're doing great. Good. 8 more to go. 8, 7. Back straight, belly in. Last 3, 2, 1. Weights to chest, knee to chest. Step it all the way back. Carefully, weights come down. Side plank, right side. Arm is up. Find your balance first. Start to rotate, thread the needle underneath and come up. Squeeze and come up. 3 more. Good. Bring it down. Hands wide, so maybe to the edges of your mat. Knees can be up or down. Here we go. Push-ups for 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees. Take a child's pose. Great job. Grab a drink if you need it. Let's move forward into downward facing dog. You guys are doing great. You're doing amazing. Keep it up. So we're going to lift our right leg up, step the foot forward, come into a low lunge, so just on your fingertips right here. So I'm going to introduce everything that we're going to do with the weights. Then we're going to add it. So from here, I want you to draw the back foot forward. See if you can tap your knees together and go back. Try that again. In and out. So you could also use the weights and prop them up. Place your hands on the weights and hold. Open all the way up. Straighten your legs. We're going to be coming into triangle pose. Okay? So come forward. Find triangle. So I'm just giving you the opportunity to practice the poses, find your alignment before we add weight. Lifting up, turn the back left toes to the corner. We're going into Skandasana or lateral lunge. Booty drops behind you. Coming into that lateral lunge, hold. Press it up. Turn your toes forward, arms extend. Airplane pose, just bend over halfway. Good. Take the hands down into a straddle and begin to walk the hands to the back of your mat. Step to down dog. Lifting the left leg up, step it forward, come up onto the fingertips, hold into this runner's lunge, pressing back through the heel, knee over ankle. Remember, you could always use your weights. We'll have them with us here in a minute. So let's draw the knees together and step back. Do that 2 more times. Practice in and back. Last time. And back. Come all the way up, straightening the legs as you go, setting up for triangle pose. Reach forward, find triangle. Lifting up, adjust your feet. Back toes, because you're going to the back corner for Skandasana, that lateral Lunge, booty drops behind you. Straighten it up, turn your toes forward, arms extend, airplane, so just come halfway. Hold. Standing straddle, take the hands down. Walk it back to the front of your mat. Step back to down dog. All right, let's add some weights. So lift that right leg up. Step it forward, coming into that low lunge. I want you to put both weights into the left hand, so you can keep the right fingertips on the floor, or if that doesn't work for you, you could come up to here. Start to row. We're working our back. So you choose either hand down or above that knee, but pull. So I had you double up the weights because the back, large muscle group, it's strong. We can handle it. Yes, we can. 8, 7, 6, come on. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, we're almost there. Use the weights as props, prop up. This should help you a little bit. Now draw the knees into touch and extend back. In and back, in and back. Pick up your tempo, in and back. Pull and in. There you go, come on, come on. Let's do 8 more. We feeling that front leg yet? 8, 7, 6, 5, you've got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it all the way up. Oh yeah, triangle pose. Ooh, I lost my balance there. So this should feel good to straighten those legs. So you have options here. So we're gonna go into triangle pose. Once you just reach one arm up, the other leg just slides down. Come up, that front raise with the right arm, and back down. So it's a triangle lift, working those obliques, and a front raise. Down and up. So if holding that top arm up is too much for you, just put it down to your waist. No big deal. You do what works for you. Do your best. About 4 more to go. 4. Try not to fall forward or back as you extend down. You don't have to be with me. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Awesome job. Bring the weights to the chest. So from here we did Skandasana. So you turn those back toes out, left toes out, go into that lunge and straighten. Do it again. Down and straighten. So a lot of work for those glutes, for our booties in this class. Down and up, down and up. Let's try about 8 more. Get your heart rate up, right? Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Turn those toes in. Arms just right here at your side. You're going to come into airplane pose. Pull the elbows up towards the waist. Start with tricep kickback. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Extend, extend. Press, press. Try to stay that torso parallel to the floor. 8 more to go. 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down to that straddle. Stretch it out. Any movement here you need to do, take it. Now carefully take those weights with you to the back of your mat. Step back to plank pose. We have a half series vinyasa through chaturanga. Upward facing dog, down dog. From down dog, lift the left leg up, one leg dog. Step it forward, stay in that low lunge. So we're gonna double up the weights into that right hand. And again, you can keep the left fingertips connected to the floor. If you need support, bring it up above the knee. Start to row. 1, 2. Come on, strong back muscles, let's go. About 8 to go. 8, 7, pull. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Use those weights as props. Prop them up. So from here, back straight, bring the knees into touch. Extend back, in, back, in, back. Control, barely tap, barely tap. Weight more isolated on that front leg. Yes, you can. 8, 7. Come on. 4, 3, 2. Oh my gosh. And 1. Stand it up. Straighten those legs. Open up into triangle pose. Yikes. It feels good to straighten. So set up. I'm going to start with my arm over my head. Just come down into triangle. Squeeze, lift up. Front raise with that left arm. Down and lift. Again, if the arm extended is too much, just take it here to the waist. Good. You've reached your halfway point. You've got this. Stay strong. You're almost there. Come on, about 4 to go. You've got it. Two more. Last one. Finish it off. Great job. Weights to chest. Turn the back toes out. Come into that lateral lunge. Straighten it up. Let's go. Down and up. Down, up. You've got this. Come on, guys. 8 more. 7. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Turn those toes in. Get ready for your airplane pose. Elbows up behind the waist. Hinge it over. Kickbacks. Straighten those arms. Working those triceps. Press. Obviously, the core muscles as we hinge forward with a flat back. Come on, keep pressing. 8 to go. 8, 7. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing straddle. Stretch it out. Great job. Let it all go. Walk those weights with you to the front of your mat. Step back to plank. Let's do a half series vinyasa chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Ooh, let's take a child's pose. Wipe the sweat, get a drink if you need it. Just take a few breaths here, start to slow that heart rate. We're not done working yet, so I don't want you too cooled off. All right, so let's finish it off with just a little bit more glute work. So we're gonna do some work from the floor. Come onto all fours. Take a weight, place it behind the right knee. Flex your foot and use your hamstring to grip that weight. So we're gonna do some leg lifts here. Start to lift and lower, lift and lower. Keep squeezing, keep lifting. 2 to go. Now hold it up. You're gonna give me little pulses here. Keep those arms strong and straight. Back straight, keep pulsing, little itty bitty moves, little itty bitty moves. 8 more, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, just remove the weight. Take your left forearm to the mat, extend right leg up into a diagonal, and you can actually turn your gaze up to it. Now bend the knee, draw it towards the elbow or the shoulder, up to that diagonal. Pull it in and extend, in and extend, targeting those glute muscles from a different angle by adding this diagonal movement. Also working those abs, strong core. Let's go, 8 more, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend it down, child's pose. You can shift your weight onto that hip, stretch it out. Let's come back to all fours. That weight goes behind the left leg. So again, flex the foot, grip the weight, use that hamstring, tabletop position, and now lift. 1. Now pulse, lift, 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 small moves, lift, 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 keep it going, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Come on, keep that leg up there, 8, 7, 6, you've got this. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. So this time the right forearm goes to the floor. Rotate over to that side, left leg up at a diagonal, point the toe. Draw it in and press, in and press. Keep going. Elbow, press, in, press. Keep that leg up at a diagonal, point the toe, guys. Let's tone out these legs, tone out the glutes. 8 to go. 4, 3, 2, you've got this, and 1. Sit it back, stretch it out, shift those hips. Ooh, I'm feeling that. I don't know about y'all, but I am. Go ahead, have a seat on your mat. We're almost there. Let's do a little bit of work for these abs. So from here, I just want you to hug your knees into your chest. Just sit it up tall, hug those knees in. So I want you to feel your sits bones connected to the mat. So maintain those sits bones, and as you inhale, I want you to come into boat pose, extend the arms and legs, and hug it in. And see if when you hug it in, you can balance. If you can't, that's fine, you can rest. But try to balance. So in and extend out, exhale in, lift, in, find your balance. Ab work here, 8, point the toes, tone the legs as well. You've got this, extend, good, almost there. Let's do about 3 more, 2, ooh, I lost my balance, and 1, hug those knees in and rest. Rest it. You guys are doing amazing. Let's do 1 more exercise. Roll it on down onto your backs. Place the feet on the mat, pressing up into a bridge pose. Walk those shoulders together down the back. Open up the chest. Good. Release the hips down. This is your last one. So extend both legs straight up, interlace those hands behind the head. Take a breath in as you exhale. Take that right elbow over to the left knee and the right leg drops. Stay lifted and come back to the center and switch sides and center. So I'm trying to keep both shoulders up off the mat the whole time. Just as you rotate, one is higher than the other. Feel that low back connected to the mat. twist, lift, twist, lift. 4, you've got it. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. One more bridge pose. Just press those hips up. Walk the shoulders together. You did amazing. Now we are going to slow down. We are going to stretch and release. Let's start with the hips. Let's cross right leg, ankle over left knee. Reach through, grab behind that thigh. Keeping that right foot flexed. Stretching into the hips. Nice deep breaths, just starting to slow it all down. Releasing out of the stretch, extend the right leg up, grab on wherever it's comfortable. Into the hamstring stretch, we're just gonna gently pull that leg gently, never forcing a stretch, keeping the hips down. I just want you to feel lengthening all down the back of your leg. Let's release, take it to the hip stretch, left ankle, right knee, flex that left foot, and lift. Coming out of the stretch, taking it to the hamstring, straightening the left leg, grabbing wherever it's comfortable. Just a gentle pull here, all down. Nice stretch down the back of the leg. Hug the knees in and rock it up to have a seat. I want you to just sit cross-legged, just one foot is in front of the other. Reach the arms up. We did a lot for our triceps. Let's stretch it out. Take that right hand to the center of the back, gently pulling that arm down. So you can stay here if you want to add a bind. Lead with the thumb down, interlacing the hands. Releasing and taking that right arm across for a shoulder stretch. From here, take the arms down. We're just going to hinge forward. One more gentle stretch for the hips. You can come forward as much as you want or need to. Then walk those hands back in. We're going to switch and put the opposite foot in front. Reaching up, taking the left hand to the center of the back. Tricep stretch. And then just stay here if you want, add your bind. Bringing the left arm across, shoulder stretch. And And releasing out of that upper body stretch and falling forward into one more stretch for our hips. Take a nice big breath in, exhale out any tension. Walking the hands back in, we're gonna lift the knees up. Let's take it down onto our backs, hug the knees into the chest, gently rock side to side. Great little massage here for your back. You've worked hard. That should feel good. Let's take the feet to the floor, drop the knees open, reclining butterfly pose. I invite you to close your eyes. Just hands resting on your midsection. Just breathe. So although I know this is a non-traditional yoga class, I'm always going to end the class with a Shavasana, because I think it's probably the most important pose we can do all class or all day, because we seem to never take the time to rest and be still. So when you're ready, just extend the legs, arms at your sides with palms up, close your eyes, and find stillness. Not only in the body, but most importantly, try to quiet and calm your mind. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Begin to wiggle the toes, the fingers, maybe then the wrist, ankles. Then gently bend your knees, roll over onto your right side, and we're just gonna pause here for a moment. Just acknowledging gratitude, being thankful for our time on the mat, and just thankful for our bodies. Whatever else it is that you're thankful for today, I just encourage you to acknowledge that and then help yourself up to have a seat. As always, you did amazing. I appreciate you being here so much. Let's take the arms up over the head, bringing the hands to the heart center, and from my heart to yours, namaste. Y'all have a blessed day. Hopefully you'll join me again for class again real soon.